Oh boy, today's been full of challenges. I was just trying to record this video. I recorded the whole thing and realized my mic wasn't plugged in, so you guys weren't going to hear anything. It was completely muted the whole time. So yeah, I didn't realize that until I started editing. So yeah, it was unplugged. My mic was unplugged. Also, I know I haven't uploaded anything this month. It's just I've had a lot of things going on in my personal life, and this YouTube thing isn't as necessary or important to what's going on. So I figured I'd just take a break from it and de-stress from everything. I still have plenty of ideas for videos. I just haven't gotten around to doing any of them. But if you guys are sticking around, I appreciate it. And if you're a new subscriber, well, thank you for subscribing. But let's get into July news for Gundam stuff in 2021. For Gundam news this month, there's kind of some disappointment because there's only one standard kit that came out this month. The rest have been Gundam base exclusives. So let's get that one out of the way. That one is the high grade Nightingale. Came out this month, and it's available now. And it's 7,700 yen. So it's gonna be about $70. So that's very expensive for a high grade, which means that it's probably really big and has lots of parts and has lots of plastic. So I don't know how good the quality will be because it's one of those legendary kits where like every time they do it, it's not great. So we won't know exactly until you get it yourself and you build it. But it's kind of a risky buy, but it's also a really cool addition to your collection. So it's up to you. But $70 ain't too bad, but that's getting pretty expensive for most Gundam kits, especially a high grade. Now the rest, of course, are going to be the Gundam base exclusive stuff. So right off the bat, we have these new things coming out called round boxes. They're basically going to be circular boxes with a cover, like a lid. What you're going to have when you take off the cover inside of there is the Gunpla kit itself and two packages of the stuff called corn potage flavored snacks. So what I'm guessing is that they are like a potato chip or something or a corn chip, but they are flavored like a corn potage, which is apparently like a medieval soup or a medieval style soup from France and other parts of England in the medieval era. Pretty interesting, but I don't know why they put that in there. It just kind of seems a little odd to me, but whatever. The kits that are available in there are new kits, and so far they're only coming in this particular set, so they haven't been released in a standard square box. But the two kits that are being released are two entry grades, so two EGs. EG Strike Rouge Light Package Version, whatever that means, and EG RX-78 Snowy Image Color. 1,650 yen, so basically about 16 bucks for it. Not too bad, but both of these versions are going to be Gundam base exclusives, and they're actually available right now, so you can get them immediately, but over time they will become more expensive, so if you want to get them, I suggest you get them now. But the rest of this kit line will come in mid-October, apparently. So if you're waiting for these circular boxes, you're going to have to wait till then. The next two are going to be the high-grade Char Aznable Zaku 2 Metallic version, 1,760 yen. It's available now. It's also a Gundam base exclusive. And the RG New Gundam Heavy Weapon System Clear Color version, 6,600 yen. It's going to be about $66. Also a Gundam base exclusive, and is also available now. Both of these are cool looking, very interesting, but because they're Gundam base exclusives, that means they're relatively affordable right now, but the longer you wait to get them, the more expensive they will become. Also available the same day these came out, I believe, because they were also on the same article, are these unicorn and banshee display bases where the base of the base is the unicorn and banshee heads, and you can get them in two different modes. You can get them in unicorn mode or in banshee mode, and actually a few different colors too. But this is also Gundam Base exclusive, which means that even though they're available right now, over time they will become more rare and harder to find, which means they'll become more expensive. So if you want to get anything in that particular list, I suggest you get it now. They also released a set of decals this month that are out. They are available now. There's 6 different sets of them. They're 550 yen a piece, which means they're about $5. Um, Not necessarily something I'm super interested in. I don't really care too much about getting extra decals because honestly, I feel like you get enough decals in the box. But some of these are for different series, like Gundam Age and different things. So if you want any for a particular set, which I should have a picture up in the video, you can kind of just select which one you want and go from there. They look good, but honestly, it's up to you. I don't really see a point in buying any of these. Another Gundam news is that there's a summer holiday special thing going on until August 16th. It's a Gundam based special event, which means it's only happening in Japan. So if you're outside of the state, if you're outside of Japan, it's kind of pointless to know about. But it's some kind of special event where basically people customize RX 78 high grade kits, and they basically put them into the raffle, and they can get prizes and stuff like other kits. It's a cool idea, and it would be awesome to be able to participate in it. But since we don't live in Japan, we are excluded from this special event. So uh, I know it's kind of pointless to know about it or even mention it, but it was mentioned in the articles for this month in Gunpla News, so I figured I'd go ahead and add it. And finally, the last Gundam on the list, Gunpla Kit, is the SD Gundam Cross Silhouette Gundam Base Limited kit. So it's another one of those limited edition kits. Gundam Barbados Lupus Rex Clear Color version. I believe I mentioned this a month ago in my June video. It's 1,760 yen. It's out now, so it's available. And if you want to get it, you better get it now because just like everything else I mentioned in this video, that's a Gundam-based limited edition. At the moment, it's affordable, but later on, as time goes on, it'll be harder and harder to find, which means that it will become more and more expensive over time. So if you want to get it, I suggest you get it now. Personally, I really don't care about it too much because I'm not the biggest fan of the suit designs from Iron Blooded Orphans. There are some that look pretty cool, like the Lupus Rex is pretty cool, but I don't know if I'd want to get an SD clear color version of it. If I wanted to get it, I would just get like a high grade or something. But that's just me. Moving on to anime and Gundam and video game news, there really isn't anything special. There's no video game news for this month, so we don't even have to worry about talking about that later on in the video. When it comes to anime news, there was no special or new announcements for any new anime coming out, but they did say that episodes 13 through 16 of SD Gundam World Heroes, or whatever it's called, um, has been released this month. So episodes 13 through 16 released this month, and that means we are up to episode 16. So if you're following that series, you can watch up to episode 16 now. Pretty interesting. I really need to get into that series. I haven't watched it yet because I prefer to wait so that all the episodes are out. That way I can watch the show when I'm ready to, and I'm not having to wait for the episodes to come out. Because that's why I hate watching shows that are airing, because it feels like it takes forever for a new episode to come out because you have to wait a whole week. So I rather just wait for all the episodes to come out. So I believe probably around early September we will have the last episode come out, which would probably be episode 24 or 25, and that's where I'm assuming they're going to stop the show, and then I'll join in then and continue to watch or start watching. But I gotta finish the other SD series, and then I gotta watch Hathaway. So it's gonna be a while before I start getting into any of those. But that's the news. That's what was on Gundam Info. So the information obviously comes from GundamInfo.com. So if you're interested in where I got this, you can just go there. The link will be in the description, and you can see for yourself and get more details on any of the articles I happen to mention today and look at. So there you go. This is Yokai, and I'm out of here. And I hope we'll have more news and better news in August.